In the nation's capital, the iconic structures symbolize the country's democratic principles. But if you live here in Washington, D.C., your rights differ from those of other Americans.
Right now, we have absolutely no representation in the House and the Senate. The Congress controls our budget of our local money.
No representation in Congress, yet residents of D.C. pay the highest federal taxes per capita compared to any other state. Some say that what's happening here in D.C. is taxation without representation. Is that essentially what's happening?
Well, it's quite literally true. It's true that I represent the residents of the District of Columbia, the capital city of the United States. And it's true that I vote in committee, and it's true that I have every privilege of every other member. But when it comes to that final vote on the House floor, district residents have never had voting rights.
D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton came close to winning equal rights for the district back in 2009.
Only because a nefarious amendment that would have wiped out all our gun laws was attached to the bill. Do I not have the House vote right now?
Opponents of granting D.C. citizens voting rights point to the Constitution. It states, quote, representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. But the interpretation has been widely debated.
I feel confident that the courts would find that there are no citizens of the United States who should not have representation in the national legislature. That would separate us out from every nation in the world.
Proposals to get full voting rights to the district include legislation to amend the Constitution to declaring the capital the 51st state.
It's very not equal for the District of Columbia's 620,000 citizens to have no right to vote for members of the House or Congress and yet have to pay taxes, send their kids in the military overseas in foreign wars.
We have military that serves our country, sacrifices, dies for the country, dies for democracy around the world, yet they come home and they do not have it right here in the nation's capital.
U.S. territories like Guam and Puerto Rico also have non-voting members of Congress, but these island territories don't pay federal taxes. So that makes the capital of the United States the last place where the phrase taxation without representation still rings true. In Washington, Liz Wald, RT.